What's going on, guys? Drumbledore here with a new type of video. This is a scripted commentary video, and if you like this format, then hit that like button down below. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about my favorite top 10 Switch games. So for a little background, I bought my Switch July 2017, and as soon as I got it, it became my primary gaming device. And I totally recommend you get one. But that's a video for another time. But let's say you just got a Switch. Well, you're going to want to know the games that you should definitely consider when buying games. Without further ado, here are my top 10 Nintendo Switch games. Okay, number 10 on the list is Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is, in simplistic terms, a farming simulator. However, just a farming simulator doesn't seem to give it justice. It's almost like a life simulator. I don't have time to go into detail here, but I'll put a link in the description of a review. This is a great game you can sink many hours into while using the Switch in portable and even TV mode. Number 9 is Sonic Mania. Remember when Sonic wasn't just a meme? The new 3D Sonic games seem to be disappointments after disappointments after disappointments. Sega noticed this and decided to go back, like way back, to the Genesis games. This is a 2D Sonic game that from first glance looks like a virtual console game, but behind the 20-year-old graphics is a game that's familiar, recognizable, and fun. If you have never played a Sonic game, I definitely recommend this. Don't buy Sonic Forces, because this is on par with the series' peaks. If you like platformers, retro games, or just like going fast, Sonic Mania is a great game for you. So number 8 is Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Since Skyrim is like a 10-year-old game, you probably know what it's about, so I'll keep it brief. Skyrim is an open-world RPG where you do quests and kill things, and it's on the go. So yeah, definitive Skyrim on the go, period. Number 7 on this list is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Characters from Super Mario combined with Ubisoft's Rabbids in a turn-based strategy game with guns, developed by Ubisoft. This sounds like the most unlikely and terrible game ever. But it's not. The Rabbids aren't overly annoying or shoved in your faces. The game is well written, and most importantly, the strategy is fun, deep, and the new stuff is introduced in a digestible way. The battles are well made, and I only have a few complaints with the game after playing a little over half of it. It's a little on the short side, and for some special battle animations, there are small but noticeable frame drops. Given the small length of the campaign, approximately 10 hours, which isn't terrible if you think about it, the full $60 price point can be off-putting. Don't worry though, because this game is frequently on sale for $40, and at $40, it is a no-brainer. Number 6 is ARMS. Yes, ARMS. Shoot me, I like this game. If you didn't know, ARMS is Nintendo's new IP in which people with stretchy arms box each other. There are around 13 characters and many different arm combinations. Some are big and heavy, and some are small and light, and the combinations you can make can always have you trying new arms to see what is the most effective. Most people give this game a bad rap because of its lack of longevity and replayability. And while yes, the game's core mechanics can be described as simply run and punch, it is more than that. Now to be fair, if you do not like fighting games, this probably isn't for you. But don't pass on ARMS just because some bad reviews. It is a genuine good game and great for both parties and single player. 5 is Rocket League. When I saw at E3 Rocket League was being announced for Switch, that immediately sold me on the Switch. If you don't know what Rocket League is, you've either been living under a rock for 3 years, or you need me to throw a rock at you. But in seriousness, Rocket League is football, or soccer as us dumb Americans call it, played with rocket-powered cars. If you say that wouldn't work, then you haven't seen a game of Rocket League. So in short, Rocket League equals perfection, Switch equals perfection, so Rocket League on Switch, a must-buy. Number 4 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you didn't have a Wii U, like most people, then you missed out on one of the best, and in my opinion, the best Mario Kart game of all time. But don't worry, because you can play this gravity-defying game anywhere. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe comes with all the DLC from the original, along with the battle mode that wasn't just coded in 6 seconds. If you didn't have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, then this is a no-brainer, but even if you did, this is worth considering a repurchase. Number 3 is Splatoon 2. Now I'm gonna make a full video on this game because I love it so much. I had the original one, but I didn't really play it much at all, and since I really never played my Wii U much, I never got really into the first game. But that all changed with this game. I got a Switch a week before this came out, but since I just bought my Switch, I was low on funds and didn't buy it until a few weeks later. But regardless, this game is my favorite shooter of all time. And I hear you saying, but what about Overwatch? Or, you have a terrible taste in shooters. But this game is my favorite shooter because it is more than your average shooter. And I'm refraining from talking another 10 minutes because I will save it for another video. But make no mistake, Splatoon 2 is not a kids game or a Call of Duty for kids. The amount of strategy and weapon variety is, in my opinion, what makes this such a great game and a must-buy in my eyes. Now we all know what's about to happen. There are 2 huge games that most everyone knows are in these 2 huge pots. But before I unveil those, I have some honorable mentions. Golf Story, a golf RPG that actually works and is fun and well written. Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Edition, the definitive version of Minecraft and can bring back that nostalgia. SteamWorld Dig 2, noted as one of the biggest and best indies on the Switch, and you should definitely look into it. Pokken Tournament Deluxe, Pokemon meets Tekken in a Pokemon fighting game that is a port from the Wii U. Enter the Gungeon, shoot things with stuff, similar to Binding of Isaac. Okay, so that's it for honorable mentions. Now the question is, which of these games I'm putting at 2 and which I'm putting at 1. Just in case you don't know, the 2 games I'm referring to are Vroom in the Night Sky and WWE 2K18 for the Switch. Just kidding, it's Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So drumroll please. Number 2 is Super Mario Odyssey. This hurts. Don't take this the wrong way as if I hate Super Mario Odyssey, because that is far from the truth. I'm probably going to make a video on SMO versus Batwa to go into more detail on why I picked Batwa at number 1, but nevertheless, Super Mario Odyssey is a great game. It is my favorite Mario game, my favorite platformer, and on my favorite games of all time list. The controls in this game feel so smooth, and Cappy just adds 20 more moves to Mario's arsenal. If you have a Switch and don't plan to buy SMO, or at least have a plan for buying it as soon as possible, what the heck is wrong with you? Collecting moons is so fun, and there's so many things to do and places to discover and challenges to overcome. But the reason this is number 2 is mainly because, well, Breath of the Wild has more things to do, more places to explore, and many challenges to overcome. But let's get right into it. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is nothing but perfection. Right off the bat, you're given this huge world to discover, and you can go anywhere, anytime, with anything. The replay value in this game is par none. I have replayed this game multiple times, doing things like staying with 3 hearts the entire time, only wearing clothes if necessary to advance the story, etc. I have put 115 hours in this game, and I'm not even close to having seen everything in this game. Like Super Mario Odyssey, this game is beautiful. From the beautiful jungles of Faerun to the diverse wildlife of the snowy regions in the northwest, you will need to take a breath and appreciate the wild. Hence the name, Breath of the Wild. This is a serious competitor for my favorite game of all time, and definitely a must-buy if you have a Switch or Wii U, because it's also on Wii U, but you know. So that was my list. Comment how wrong I am in the comments, or just start a flame war if you want as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Feedback is appreciated, and goodbye.